Welcome to Tungal online classes. My name is Prasad. I'm teaching the mathematics. So today let us discuss the relation between roots and coefficients of a quadratic equation. So first I'm taking a quadratic equation ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Already you know the condition. If alpha comma beta are the roots of ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, then the sum of the roots alpha plus beta is equal to minus b by a, and the product of the roots is equal to c by a. Now let us apply these formulas in the general quadratic equations. So see some examples. So see the example number 1. So if alpha comma beta are the roots of ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, find the value of alpha square plus beta square. So see students, here alpha square plus beta square you can written as alpha plus beta whole square minus 2 alpha beta. Why? Because you know the formula. What is that? A square plus b square you can written as a plus b whole square minus 2ab. So already you know that alpha plus beta value is minus b by a and alpha into beta value is c by a. Replace these two values into this form, then what you will get that in the place of alpha plus beta you can replace minus b by a whole square minus 2 into alpha into beta value is a c by a. Just replace that one, and here take the a square, and here the b minus b by a whole square is nothing but the b square by a square minus 2c by a. So here the denominator is a square and here the denominator is a. So I am taking one more step to take the LCM a square. So that's why just I am multiplied and divided with a. It will become 2ac by a square. Just why? Because the denominator of b square by a square is a square. So you can take the denominator of 2c by a, 2ac by a square. It is easy to take the LCM, so that's why just I am multiplied with and divided with a. So it is easy to take the LCM is a square, then it will become b square minus 2ac by a square. So you know the formula of alpha plus beta and alpha into beta. Here we can know that alpha square plus beta square value is b square minus 2ac by a square. By using the relation between the roots you can calculate this value. And also next, see one more problem here in the same manner. If alpha comma beta are the roots of the equation ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, then find the value of alpha cube plus beta cube. So first of all you have to understand what is the a cube plus b cube formula is a plus b whole cube minus 3ab into a plus b. So already you know the two values, that is the two formulas. Alpha plus beta value is a minus b by a and alpha into beta value is a c by a. Replace these two values into this one, it will become minus b by a whole cube minus alpha beta value is a c by a, alpha plus beta value is a minus b by a. So what happens? Minus b by a whole cube is nothing but minus b cube by a cube plus, here minus of minus, it will become plus 3bc by a square. So in the next step what I am taking the LCM is a cube. So it will become minus b cube plus the denominator is a square, but you are taken the a cube LCM, so you have to multiply the numerator with a. So it will become 3abc by a cube. So that is alpha cube plus beta cube value is nothing but minus b cube plus 3abc by a cube. So a cube plus alpha cube plus beta cube, the sum, the cubes of sum of the roots, the cubes of the sum of the roots is nothing but minus b cube plus 3abc by a cube. So see in the similar way one more problem. What is that one is Alpha comma beta are the roots of the equation ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Then find the value of alpha power 4 into beta power 7 plus alpha power 7 into beta power 4. So how to use the formulas? You know the formulas. So see that one first. So first I am taking that alpha power 4 beta power 7 plus alpha power 7 beta power 4. So you can take the common from the both the terms is nothing but alpha power 4 into beta power 4 is a common from the first term as well as the second term. So here we are already first observe this one alpha power 4 you are already taken the common out of the beta power 7 you are taken the beta power 4, the remaining value is alpha cube, that is nothing but a beta cube, and here alpha power 7 into beta power 4 you are taken the beta power 4 is out, and alpha power 7 you are taken the alpha power 4 is a common, so the remaining value is alpha cube. So already you know the value alpha beta whole power 4 into, once again we are going to use a cube plus b cube. Formula is a plus b whole cube minus 3ab into a plus b. So once again we are using the formula alpha plus beta value is a minus b by a and alpha into beta value is c by a. So just to substitute these values into the formula, what happens? Alpha beta whole power 4, alpha into beta whole power 4 is nothing but c power 4 by a power 4. Alpha plus beta whole cube value is minus b cube by a cube minus 3 into alpha beta value is a c by a, alpha plus beta value is minus b by a. So then what happens? C power 4 by a power 4 minus b cube by a cube minus of minus, it will become the plus. Here 3bc by a into a is the a square. Next what I will take here a cube, take the a cube LCM, c power 4 by a power 4 into minus b cube plus 3abc by a cube. So what you can take the common from the both, the b is a common is there, so take the b common, and in the denominator a cube into a power 4 it will become a power 7. So we can declare that b into c power 4 by a cube into minus b square plus 3ac. So all are understood, students? So alpha comma beta are the roots of a quadratic equation. Then we can calculate alpha plus beta, alpha square plus beta square, as well as alpha cube plus beta cube. Some relations we can calculate by using those formulas. So see one more problem here. Next we are going to discuss about of nature of the roots of a quadratic equation. So the nature of the roots, that meaning is what is, without finding the roots we can calculate what is the nature of the roots is. So what is that one? See here, definition: b square minus 4ac, b square minus 4ac is called discriminant of the quadratic equation ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. So and it is denoted by delta or d. It is denoted by the symbol delta or d. And to discuss the nature of the roots, consider the following cases. So some cases will be arises. We can see that value is, what is the discriminant? Discriminant value is nothing but b square minus 4ac. What is this b square minus 4ac? You know the formula to find the roots of a quadratic equation is minus b plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. So under root value is nothing but b square minus 4ac. So b square minus 4ac, it gives what is the nature of the roots is. We can see in the next step. So what is that one is? Let alpha comma beta are the roots of the quadratic equation ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Then what happens? Of the quadratic equation ax square plus bx plus c. So what happens here? So case 1, If A, B, C are real numbers, then what happens? See the first case. First, see the formula. What is the formula? Is x is equal to minus b plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. By using of this value, we are going to discuss about the nature of the roots. So first one, if delta is greater than 0, if delta is greater than 0, if and only if alpha and beta are real and distinct. So what is the meaning is, see, observe here, if the under root value is a positive value, if under root value is a positive, what happens? Minus 2 plus or for example, if you can take this value is a positive value, what happens? If we can take the plus 1 and minus, you will get the two real roots and both are distinct. Similarly, see the next one is, if delta is equal to 0, if delta is equal to 0, what happens? This value will become the 0, this value will become the 0, then the value is x is equal to minus b by 2a. So only the same roots exist, that means both the roots are same. So what is that root is? Minus b by 2a. If delta is equal to 0, alpha and beta are real and equal, and alpha is equal to beta, both the roots are same, and the root is nothing but minus b by 2a and minus b by 2a. So the third one is, if delta is less than 0, if delta is less than 0, what happens? Under root value is negative, under root value is negative. I am already told that one. Root of minus 1, root of minus 1 is I, root of minus 1 is I, meaning is the outcomes are complex and imaginary numbers. That is nothing but, if delta is less than 0, alpha and beta are real, non-real complex numbers conjugate to each other. Sir, what is the meaning of conjugate? Conjugate is nothing but one root, one value is a plus ib, the conjugate is nothing but a minus ib. For example, 2 plus 3i, the conjugate is 2 minus 3i. For example, 5 plus 4i, what is the conjugate is 4 minus 4i, that is the 3 minus 4i. So that meaning is nothing but, if you are taking the plus and you are taking the minus, you will get two complex numbers and both are conjugate to each other. That meaning is, one root is a plus ib, the second root will become a minus ib. That is called, the roots are non-real complex numbers and conjugate to each other. That is the meaning. See some examples. Determine the nature of the roots of 4x square minus 20x plus 25 is equal to 0. They are asking nature of the roots. Without finding the roots, you have to calculate the nature of the roots. So that meaning is, the given equation is in the form of ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, meaning is a is equal to 4 and b is equal to minus 20 and c is equal to 25. So first you have to calculate the discriminant. So that is nothing but b square minus 4ac. So replace the b value is minus 20. So that is nothing but minus 20 whole square minus 4 into a value is 4 and c value is 25. So 16 into 25 is nothing but the 400. So minus 20 whole square is nothing but the 400. 400 minus 400, it will become the 0 only. So I am given the second condition in the previous one. What is that one is, if discriminant is equal to 0, then the roots are real and equal. So see the next question in the same model. So determine the nature of the roots of 3x square plus 7x plus 2 is equal to 0. So here a is the 3 and the b is the 7 and the c is 2. So by using the same formula, we are calculating the discriminant. What is that value is b square minus 4ac. So b value is 7, a value is 3 and c value is 2. Just replace that values here. What is that? 7 square minus 4 into 3 into 2. So that is nothing but 49 minus 24, so that value is nothing but the 25, that is greater than 0. So greater than 0 meaning is, that is the first condition. What is the first condition? If delta is greater than 0, then the roots are real and not equal or distinct. So that is nothing but, therefore the roots are real and not equal. So similarly, we can calculate one more problem. So determine the nature of the roots of 2x square minus 7x plus 10 is equal to 0. So what is this one is? So to find the nature of the roots, we need the discriminant. So first calculate the discriminant value here. What is the a value? A value is 2 and the b value is minus 7 and the c value is 10. Replace all these values into this equation. What happens? Minus 7 whole square minus 4 into a value is 2 and c value is 10. So that is nothing but 49 minus 80. So that value is nothing but minus 31. Minus 31 is a negative, that is a less than 0. So the third condition, what is the third condition is, the roots are non-real complex numbers and conjugate to each other. So the roots are non-real complex numbers. Are you understand, students? So this is the problems. By using the nature of the roots, without finding the roots, you can calculate what is the nature of the. See, students, next, sign of a quadratic expression. Sign of a quadratic expression. So this is a very important one. Just to, we have to remember these conditions. We will explain these conditions in the next classes after starting in the PU. Just remember these formulas and we can apply these for these values. This is the formulas in the problems. Okay. So this expansion we will tell in the PU. Okay. Just remember that 4 points I will give you, that the sign of a quadratic expression. So if you can remember these 4 conditions, then we can identify what is the sign of the given quadratic expression. So first see this one. If delta is less than 0, the discriminant is less than 0, then ax square plus bx plus c and a both have same sign, but meaning is, if a is a positive, automatically ax square plus bx plus c is a positive. If a is a negative, automatically ax square plus bx plus c is also negative. So the proofs of these theorems we will discuss in the original PU. If you can start that topic, we will give you the proofs of these theorems. Okay, just remember the formulas, these conditions, we will apply these values, these conditions in the problems directly. Okay, so just remember that one. If the discriminant is less than 0, that meaning is the roots are complex numbers, non-real complex numbers, then a and ax square plus bx plus c both have same sign. That meaning is, if a is a positive, the equation will become positive. If a is negative, automatically this is also negative. See the second condition. What is that one is, if discriminant is equal to 0 for all x belongs to r minus b by 2a. So ax square plus bx plus c and a have same sign. That meaning is, if the discriminant is equal to 0, meaning is the roots are equal. The roots are equal. So in that case, if a is a positive, automatically ax square plus bx plus c is also positive. If a is a negative, automatically ax square plus bx plus c is also negative. That meaning is both are same sign. First, you have to calculate the discriminant value. If it is 0, then if a is a positive, automatically the expression will become the positive. If a is negative, automatically the expression will become the negative only. So delta less than 0 or delta is equal to 0 in the both the cases. If a is a positive, the expression will become the positive. If a is negative, the expression will become the negative. The third case, you have to see it, that is it has a 2 cases arises. So see the third point. If discriminant greater than 0, we will take finding the roots you have to find the roots alpha, beta, and x alpha is less than beta. If discriminant is greater than 0, that meaning is the roots are real and not equal. In this case, what you have to find out? You have to find out the roots alpha and beta such that alpha less than beta. So here you will exist two cases. The first case, you have to see this one. If alpha less than x less than beta, alpha less than x less than beta, then ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0 and a have opposite sign. That meaning is if alpha less than x less than beta, alpha less than x less than beta, then these two have opposite signs. Opposite sign meaning is if a is a positive, then the expression will become the negative. If a is a negative, the expression will become the positive. Or understand that? See the next case. What is that one is? If x less than alpha or x greater than beta, x less than alpha or x greater than beta. In this case, a and ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0 both have same sign, both have same sign. So that meaning is if a is a positive, automatically ax square plus bx plus c is also positive. So you have to see this one here. 3 1 2 3 three cases is there. So in the first one, if delta is less than 0, the roots are complex numbers, non-real complex numbers, then both have same sign. If delta is equal to 0, the roots are equal. In that case, both have same sign. In the third case, if the roots are delta is greater than 0, meaning is the roots are not equal, that is a real and not equal. In this case, you have to find out the roots alpha and beta and alpha less than beta. Here you have the two cases exist. The first case is if alpha less than x less than beta, then ax square plus bx plus c and a have opposite sign. If x less than alpha or x greater than beta, then ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0 and a have same sign. So out of all these conditions, you have to observe that only one case is there. What is that one? What is the case is if alpha less than x less than beta, discriminant greater than 0 and alpha less than x less than beta, in this case only a and ax square plus bx plus c have opposite sign. In the remaining all the cases, both have same sign. So just remember these conditions. We are going to start the problems with this are the theorems. Actually we will discuss these theorems in your PU. Okay, so see some problems, easy problems we can identify. Okay, so let us start. First problem is for what values of x the expression is positive. For what values of x the expression is positive. So first you have to calculate the discriminant. So it is in the form of ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. A value is 1, b value is minus 5 and c value is 14. So discriminant delta is equal to b square minus 4ac. So replace the values here. That is nothing but minus 5 whole square minus 4 into 1 into 14. So that value is nothing but the 25 minus 56. So that is nothing but minus 21. This is less than 0. So less than 0 meaning is it is the first case. What is the first case? I am told that one. If discriminant less than 0, then the roots are real, that is the roots are non-real complex numbers. Non-real complex numbers, in that case both have same sign. A and expression both have same sign. So that meaning is the roots are imaginary and a value, what is the a value is x square coefficient. X square coefficient is 1, so a is equal to 1, that is greater than 0. So in that case, what I am told that one, if delta is less than 0, for all x belongs to R, for all x belongs to R, for all real numbers, ax square plus bx plus c and a both have same sign. That meaning is already a is a positive, automatically for all x belongs to R, for all x belongs to R, the expression is positive. The expression is positive. Are you understand, student, what is the use of that one? They are given the expression, they are asking when it is a positive. For all real numbers it is a positive. You can take any real number and substitute in this one, you will get the positive value only. So see the same problems. For what values of x the expression is 2x minus 5 minus 3x square is negative, is negative. So similarly we can calculate the discriminant first. First you have to identify that what is the a value. A value is nothing but minus 3. What is the b value? B value is 2. And what is the c value is? The c value is minus 5. So first calculator take these values and calculate the discriminant b square minus 4ac. So what is that value is? 4 minus 60. So that is nothing but minus 56, that is less than 0. In the previous case also we got that discriminant is less than 0. Discriminant is less than 0, then the roots are imaginary. Then the roots are imaginary and a value is minus 3. A value is minus 3, so that is less than 0. If a is negative, automatically the expression is also negative. So that meaning is if delta is less than 0 for all real numbers, the given expression and the coefficient of x square both have same sign. So if a is a negative, so then for all x belongs to R, the expression is also negative. So the answer will become for all x belongs to R, for all x belongs to R, the expression is negative. The expression value is negative. So all are understood, students? So see one more example. State the sign of the expression x square minus 5x plus 6 for x belongs to R. So here also what is the sign? So that meaning is they are asking when it is a positive and when it is a negative. In the both the cases they are asking. Okay. So in that case only one time exists when it is if the roots are real and not equal, then only two cases arises. So first we have to calculate the discriminant value. What is the discriminant value? You have to first you have to understand that what is the a value. A value is 1 and b value is minus 5 and c value is 6. So replace that in this formula. What you will get that minus 5 square minus 4 into 1 into 6. So that value is nothing but 25 minus 24. That value is nothing but 1. It is a positive. So what I am told that one, if it is a positive, you have to calculate the roots first. What is the roots are? X square minus 5x plus 6 is equal to 0. So what is the roots? We are already find out the roots in the previous class. What is that one? X minus 2 into x minus 3 is equal to 0. The roots are 2 and 3. So in the third case, you have the two cases arised that if alpha less than x less than beta, then both have opposite sign. If x less than alpha, x greater than beta, then both have same sign. So that meaning is here what you have, a is equal to 1 is a positive, a is equal to 1 is a positive. So first case is if alpha less than x less than beta, alpha less than x less than beta, if a is opposite sign, if a is a positive, automatically the expression will be negative. Understand, students, here carefully. Alpha less than x less than beta, alpha less than x less than beta, a and expression are opposite sign. A is a positive, so the expression will become the negative. So in the next case you can observe that x less than 2 or x greater than 3. That meaning is if x less than alpha or x greater than beta, then the expression and a both have same sign. That meaning is a is a positive, automatically the expression is also positive. So if the roots are real and not equal, then you have two cases arises. So that meaning is alpha less than x less than beta, and the second case is alpha less than x less than alpha or x greater than beta. So in the both cases you have to calculate that. And not only these two, if x is equal to 2 and x is equal to 3, then the expression will become the 0 also. Why? Because x is equal to 2 and x is equal to 3 are the roots. If you can substitute that x is equal to 2 and x is equal to 3 in the given equation, it will become the 0. That meaning is if x is equal to 2 or x is equal to 3, then the expression will become the 0. So three cases. First one is a negative, and the second one is a positive, and the next one is 0. In the three cases arises when delta is greater than 0. So okay students, tomorrow we will continue in the next class.